Hey everybody, it's Sunday night. Welcome to Ben's Brick Designs. My name is Ben, and I am here doing a solo stream tonight, not doing any building. Don't have any puppies with me. Beth is either taking a nap or watching some movies on her phone. She's not feeling well, so we're doing this. I'm just waiting for the Twitch stream to connect. Otherwise, I think we're going to be good. So let me flip over to this and turn the volume down on this guy. And so I can see anybody coming into the chat. I hope you're all having a good Sunday night. And
my name's Ben.
Oh, shush.
I am here.
No, nobody wants to hear that. Hello from the living room, Beth says. So, yeah, we had a long weekend, a pretty good weekend. And I think Beth's just taking it easy tonight. So it's just going to be a design stream tonight. So, I want to talk a little bit about a thing that happened today, and let me know how the music is, Beth, and everything in the chat. Sorry, I just realized this is kind of a weird shirt to wear. This is my I gave up on today PJ outfit. So, anywho, we had a pretty good weekend. Austin Comic Con is in town this weekend. The Wizard World Comic Convention in Austin, and we were able to partake in it. We wanted to go, but it was just kind of a thing where we couldn't really swing the tickets this time. But a friend of mine, Stephen Ballou, who runs the totally blanking right now, the Night Owl podcast, which is a podcast about haunted areas in Austin and paranormal activity and sightings and ghost stories and all nature of paranormal stuff. He contacted me saying that he was going to do a panel at the convention with this gentleman named Aaron Sagers, and he from this he's not a tech writer, he's a kind of a nerd writer from New York. Does things for sci-fi and StarWars.com, and he hosted a bunch of paranormal shows on Sci-Fi Channel and some online stuff. So anyway, he and I'm having problems connections. Anyway, so he was doing the panel with this guy, but then this guy Aaron was also doing a Star Wars panel, and he's like, well, do you know any Star Wars stuff? Or do you know anybody who does? And he's like, well, I don't, but I've got this friend who might. And so he called me and said, this guy's doing a panel, and he wanted to know if you could sit on the panel and do some Star Wars chats with him. And I was like, that sounds great. So the schedule worked out pretty good, and I was able to go sit on an hour-long or 45-minute long panel with this guy and do, talk Star Wars for 45 minutes. So it was a lot of fun. But that meant that we got to get into Comic-Con. He got us some passes, so we were able to see that panel, and then his and Stephen Ballou's panel. And I'll put Stephen's podcast in the links later, or the description. It's totally worth checking out. It's very good. So that was our weekend, but we're a little kind of drained because there was a lot of back and forth, and we did some other stuff. My cousin was in town. We had dog training. So it was a fun weekend. I'm glad I was able to do it. I don't think anybody recorded it or anything, got some photos, but it was fun. It was fun talking about the end of the Skywalker saga that's coming up, all the shows and whatnot coming across Disney Plus, and any of the new books and comics coming out. So it was a good time. I failed to pimp my site. When he asked at the end, he's like, well, where can people find you? And I made up some story about, well, you can, I'm all over the place, just search for my name, and I spelled it, and then I completely forgot to say, or you can go to my YouTube channel, Ben's Brick Designs, where I do Lego builds and designs and talk about Star Wars and Austin and that kind of stuff. So failure on my part, and I kind of have to apologize to my friend Meredith, who was like, you need to get yourself out there a little better than you are. And I'm like, I know. No beers tonight, just doing a little, a light screwdriver thing with a little bit of vodka and some orange juice and a bit of sparkling water. So that's how we're rolling tonight. So it's probably going to be pretty quiet in here without Beth here to chat with. And organizing or corralling puppies or anything. It's just going to be me doing some designs tonight. This is what we built last weekend. If you weren't here for that, we did a Microfighter of Rey's speeder from the Force Awakens. This is the very first thing she rides in the opening scenes. And this was a very fun build. It's very small. I think it's like 75 pieces or something. It's not terribly big at all, but it was a lot of fun to build. I had to remind myself to be careful with the dark red, because the dark red tends to be brittle. Dark red and what was the other color? Like reddish brown. They tend to be a little brittle depending on where you got or when you got the set. So I had a couple of the clips break and everything, so I was a little disappointed in that because I don't have too many dark red clips. Anyway, this was a lot of fun. And I think I had a photo of it up on Instagram. I'd like to get a better photo of all of my stuff. So anyway, let's get into the design tonight. Now, I just went from the top of the list. Again, this is the list of all the stuff that I want to kind of get designed. But I'm just going from the rough top of the list. I did this one last time, a month and a half ago. I don't really want to do this one because it's somebody else had done one. It was very cool, so I don't want to really do it. But that leaves this one, the Vigil, Vakbeor-class, or Vakbeor-class cargo frigate, and this is what that looks like. So kind of it's got a little bit of looks like the front end. A lot of these look like so much kit bash stuff, and you can even tell like the back end of this looks like it's kit bashed from a Saturn V rocket or something, and the front of this looks like a GR-75, the cargo transport, and bits from maybe the Nebulon B and a wing from maybe this almost even looks like the T6 shuttle, the way the wing is, but these thrusters, I don't know where they got those in. Anyway, so, this looks like it was a background ship at some point, probably in the background of Return of the Jedi even, where, there's a lot of stuff in the distance during the Battle of Endor that, you don't really see, but it supposedly shows up in Force Awakens or The Last Jedi, because that's if you look up the lore on it, or where its appearance is, the Resistance Navy during the conflict with the First Order. So, but I don't know when it shows up. Like, I don't remember seeing this in the movie at all. It says it was part of Dakar, but I don't. Escort and support role of the Star Cruiser Radis. It was probably one of the very first things that went down, and I thought one of the first things that went down was that Nebulon C, and then probably the Free Vakbeor-class ship. Hey, Rental Bull 46049, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Go back through and look for some stuff, and descriptions got links to builds and whatever. So I appreciate you stopping by. So anyway. This is what we're going to design tonight. And I wanted to do a resistance trooper with it. So let's see what we can figure out how to do in Studio. So I've already started out. We've got our resistance trooper here. Now the resistance trooper looks like he's got kind of a. And if anybody watching has comments on the video or audio quality or anything like that, let me know. Just want to chat about something. Just bring it. Let's do this. So I don't think that there's going to be a resistance trooper. I just updated Studio tonight, so if there is something in here that's going to look like the helmet for them, it'll be in here now. But if they don't have anything designed yet. So I was thinking maybe like a boxing helmet if they don't actually have it, because that's kind of what they look like. Right? But they've got like a face mask down here. But we could probably color it anything we want, because the figure isn't going to be really the important part. But I like doing this for kind of sake of knowing what I want to buy later when I create the wish list and whatever. So it doesn't look like this one might be a good helmet, but I overused that one. So yeah, it doesn't look like there's a resistance helmet in here yet. So we'll just go with this. That's probably fine. Sometimes you can get away with typing SW in for Star Wars helmet, but yeah. So let's just do that, and we'll color it. This looks like it's a boxing helmet from like any number of the. I think they had like Olympics or sporting sets at one point, so it's going to be like a olive green or a tan. Let's just do olive green because. Yeah, it doesn't matter what these are. Let's make it a lady trooper. Head female. I like how this is to the point where you don't have to say head male, but you do have to say head female. Come on, Lego, get with it. What does that look like? Yeah, it looks pretty good. Doesn't have to be perfect because this is just a kind of a placeholder. And this is going to be light flesh, light medium flesh. Where is that? Light flesh, there we go. And they have gloves. Nope. Yeah, let's give them a orange gloves, and then their body is tan, but I want to get a kind of a commando vest. Torso. I wonder if just soldier would do it. No, that's too. Trooper, maybe? I know Disney, or I know Star Wars or Lego doesn't have a whole lot of soldier stuff, but sometimes it's a bit frustrating to not be able to. You know what? Let's just do this in tan and be done with it because I don't want to. Or is it dark tan? It's probably dark tan. I don't want to spend too much time on the figure. Dark tan. There we go. Yeah, and then we'll just make everything else dark tan to go with it. So, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. All right, so, nope, dark tan. There we go. All right, so, resistance trooper, good enough. All right, so in looking at the ship itself, the problem is somebody's already designed this. Hey, Mike, I hope you hang around a while and say hi. Good seeing you. Got some people popping in and out on Facebook, so hi. The problem that I had with this one is that there's another designer. There's another guy who's doing Lego Microfighters, and I talked about this person a few months ago, and they've done like 200 designs, and they're all pretty good, and they've all gone in depth into like Legends stuff. So ships that you haven't seen on the big screen or even on some TV shows or whatever. So I saw the design for this. I've been trying to not look at these, but that's what happens. Is sometimes you don't want to be skewed and you don't want to like take other people's designs. But I did see it, so I'm trying to start fresh. And yeah, hi Mike. Hope things are going well. Miss you, buddy. We need to hang out more, just in general, I think. I don't know if you guys are coming to the thing Thursday or not that Beth posted, so that'd be cool. Hi, Dallas and Paul. How's going, everybody? So I know that the pilot probably should sit up here, but I think I might want to put it back here a little bit on the spine. That just may give us more room. That's also a sitting area to work with, so I can just kind of sit him in there and see what happens. Maybe put some brackets up on the side. So there's some other views of this that I want to look at too, because it's got a kind of unique shape and it's got some stuff in between that I want to look at. See, that's the one I was talking about. I'm trying not to look at it, so let's just kind of move on. This is a pretty good view. And again, it's a toy, but it's a 3D model, but that's great. Open a new tab. So we're going to look at this guy. And if you see right off the bat, it's got kind of this GR75 cowling underneath here. So we might try to replicate that a little bit, and I don't think the way I built it previously is going to work, so we'll have to figure out something else. I have an idea, so let's just kind of look at that. And I don't know what the coloring is. It's this weird, like, tan with an orange stripe in it. So I'm going to open this one too. Oh, I got 2 of these now? Yay. So, yeah. So let's just go based off this. This looks like a tan. It could be a light gray. Let's say light gray. That might be easier. There's more parts in that. So right off the bat, 1x2 slope. I don't think this is, nope, it needs to be 2x1 slope. 2x1 slope. Because I want to try to do, there, I want to try to do these guys in the front. And I think they'll come together. Like, I don't think there's anything, yeah, I can do stuff underneath. And I could make this a little farther apart too. Like if I wanted to put another thing in there, I could make it 3. But I don't know if I'd want to do 3 or not. Might be better. Because then it could be wider up front and then taper back into this little pillar thing in the back. I might sit him like right here so you can see the detail. So let's try that. And again, there's going to be some stuff that's going to be easy to do back here. This is going to be kind of an easy bit. This will probably be pretty easy. It doesn't have to be terribly detailed. It just has to give, you know, at this size, it has to give the indication. I mean, it has to just give the indication of the detail, you know, because they're all going to be about that big. But I also have to make sure that I get the nice little yellow stripe in there, or orange stripe. Hey Beth, your mom is on.
Hi, Mom.
So let's see, and then maybe one of these guys in the middle. And then I think the 2x1s also include, I don't want to do too many pieces, but sometimes just getting the lay of the land here. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Oh man, this thing is on again. Oh, because I hit C. That's why. So I may raise those up. Let's get a 2x3 plate. So if you're just joining us, or if you've never watched this stream before, this is usually what I do to do microfighters. And if you're not familiar with a lot of the stuff that I have done, you could go visit in the description of the other videos I have is a link to Rebrickable, where I have done, see, Rebrickable probably has about 60 or so designs already up there that you can, they've got the instructions for, so, and a parts list, so you can buy the parts, and then it has the instructions on how to put them together. They're all microfighters. They're all going to be these small little guys. I only have one model up there that's not a microfighter. It's an Air Force drone. It's a 600-piece model that I fairly enjoyed. Let's see. I don't like the way this is turning out. I like the front bit like this, but let's just put some stuff in there for now as a placeholder, because I might change that. Oh man, that's so great. Did they put that right up front? Nice. They sometimes, is this width? Groove, yes. And then if we look at the coloring, open that twice too. That's a little farther back, that orange stripe, so we could do, oh, nobody needs to see that. Let's do another. Oh, let's do one by. Oh, you know what? No, that'll be all right. Because then I can make that a, yeah, 1x3 plates. Okay, where'd it go? And this one we'll color orange. Is there just orange? I wonder if it'd be better if it was dark orange. No, just orange. Sure, why not? Because then we can do a cheese wedge. And this guy can be replaced with a 1x4. What's up, Mike? How's it going? Oh, no, wait. I think I probably am going to need that, because then this is going to be... Actually, this will be kind of greebled at this point. Let's make this round. Yo, yo, yo! What's happening? Were you able to get out to Comic-Con this weekend at all? The heck is that piece? There we go. Oh, that figures. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I feel like it kind of snuck up on people, because usually it feels like it's the same weekend as like ACL or something, and it just felt like it was an off weekend this time. We are working on a Vakbeor-class frigate. This apparently showed up in The Last Jedi, but it's one of these where I think it was the early scenes where everybody was fleeing Dakar, and it was one of the ships that kind of got blowed up early on by the pursuing First Order fleet. But I don't remember seeing this. I remember seeing like a free Virgilia-class bunker buster. I remember seeing a Nebulon C. I remember seeing the Radis. And then a bunch of like smaller stuff, like little shuttles and things. But I don't remember seeing this one at all. I'll have to go back and rewatch it. But anyway, that's this ship that we're working on, because it's the top of the list. It's the next ship to do, because I have all these ships to design and I'm behind. I'm not behind. I'm just, behind in my own right. So we're working on this part, the cowling part, and then there's a bunch of little lasers in here and stuff, so I don't really know how to do this just yet. So this is kind of making it up as we go, because actually that's 3 and that's 3. Does this work too? Why does that not work? Oh. Yeah, it's cool looking. I like the First Order, or I like the resistance dynamic that they have with these ships now, where it's kind of like, it feels janky, but it's kind of spaceship like. I mean, it's not sleek. Stuff is just hanging way off to the side of it because it's like you're in space. It doesn't, there's no gravity up here. So who cares if it's, kind of sticking out at funny angles. I like that. That's just not going to work. I wish. Sign. I really wanted these bits to work, but it's a paddle maybe? Oh, there we go. Wonder if these will fit. No, because they hate my life. Yeah, it's so this is kind of reminiscent of, that's a Nebulon B Frigate. That's this guy. Right, still kind of janky. This is an interesting thing. So if you're a fan of Star Wars ships, there's this guy. Oh yeah, totally. That's a good call. Yeah, the Authority carrier. There's a guy named E.C. Henry, and he's got a YouTube channel that he designs ships, and so funny story about that. He has done a long time ago. He designed a TIE fighter called the TIE Dagger. It was called the Dorito TIE fighter because it was just a TIE ball with like triangle wings. So people jokingly called it the the Dorito. And this was done a while ago. And so then in the new movie coming out, there's a TIE fighter with triangular wings. And it's called the TIE Whisper, or I forget what it's, no, I can't remember. TIE Dagger. And then the other one, he didn't name it really, it's just TIE Triangle or something. But anyway, the Whisper is Kylo Ren's new ship. Anyway, so he had a whole video explaining, saying, you know what? I don't think anyone really stole this from me. I think it was just sort of a happy coincidence that, this shape was now picked. But he does this great channel where he does all kinds of spaceship renderings and things, and they're very, very good. So this one was one in a video he did where he took the Nebulon B and was like, you know what? I think the Nebulon B is a skeleton of what it once was. And so because he dug through the lore and then made up a little bit about how they ordered a bunch of these and it was supposed to look like this, but what the Rebel Alliance then got, so this would be an Imperial Nebulon, and then what the Rebel Alliance got was it stripped down because they needed, they stored what was left, or they only built parts of them, and so they stripped them down for parts for other things, and it was very, very cool. And I saw this, I'm like, oh my god. And it really kind of fits with the new ship that they have that just came out, and I forget what it's called, like, not Stargazer, but it's like, it's basically a New Republic Star Destroyer. It's like a heavy-hitting kind of battle cruiser kind of thing, and it fits this kind of aesthetic. So it's very cool to see this. But yeah, this is that same aesthetic where it's, got a big spine, and it's got, funny bits hanging off of it all over the place. Just very cool. I like that. But still, you can tell this was like, well, we had a bunch of GR-75 transports that we're going to use up here, so we're just going to put that together and see how that goes. At this point, I think I'm going to change this up because I like the way that looks, but I don't think I'm going to be able to make that skinny enough back there. So I think we're going to have to do 4 wide instead of 3 wide. And I'm bummed about that, but what are you going to do? And I like these. I'm going to keep these. Oops. So let's keep this, and we'll split this up. I'm also being a bit selfish because I want these things to work, and so they're not going to work on these little holes underneath. So we'll just make this bigger. 2 by, and this is what? So I can do a 4 by, yeah, let's just do a 4 by 4. Or, yeah, plates. So let's rebuild this. instead of this. Hey Travis, what's going on, man? How's life, yo? So I'm gonna put that there. Oh, that's why I needed it. Okay. So I can't do that. Got 2 plates. Oh no, 2x4 plate. Come on. Oh, I still could do 2x3. Oh, no. Don't do that. What? Sometimes I forget I'm working on a Mac and like my shortcut keys just go all over the place. I'm building a Vakbeor-class. This guy from Last Jedi. It's a janky-ass resistance frigate. It's just the next one that's on the list, so gotta get through them. Yup. And this is the resistance trooper that's gonna go with it. I should group them all together, so I can just move her out of the way. Yeah. So the last time, this is what I built last time. The last stream was, where is it? Shiftful. This was a speeder. This is Ray's speeder from Last Jedi or Force Awakens. I like it. The underside with the little thrust conduit or whatever. Turned out really well. I like it. I had broke one of these clips because it's reddish, it's dark red, so that breaks because Lego. So that was fun. That was the last one I built. I've been like wicked out of practice. Scene. There we go. So I want to get back into it. Thanks, man. So I don't know if you saw, real quick, the Toy Galaxy. They finally did a Mask episode. So happy about that. I really wish Mask would come back in some fashion. That was a fun episode. How's you do that move with Ray's legs? How do I do that move with Ray's legs? Say that again? I mean, it's just a seat. Scene. Nope. Full. It's just a seat. Why don't you do that move with Ray's legs? I don't know what you're talking about. Anywho. Oh, it looks like they're facing out. Oh, you probably, yeah. Yeah, because she's supposed to be sitting on it like a bike. She's just sitting on it. It's no big. That's all. But yeah, it's supposed to be a motorcycle, so ideally it'd be like, she'd probably have to be standing on it like this, which I thought about doing, like the speeder bikes did sometimes, kind of like that. But I didn't like the way it was so tall. And also, Microfighters are kind of known for just them sitting there with that little, trans black cheese wedge in it. So I thought I'd stick with the aesthetic. That's all. That's it. Oh yeah, the bag. Yeah, she's got her scavenger bag with her. So this is the whole reason I'm getting into minifigs at all, is so I can get all these stupid figures that I don't have for all these little microfighters. And half the time I'm going to go to like Big Kid Bricks or something to get them custom made. Like I'm never going to be able to afford some of these $40-$60 minifigures. Like a Darth Revan is going to be $40, that kind of thing. So anyway, that's that. That's that, yo. This needs to be 1x4. Oh, right. It needs to be higher up. And this one needs to go away now. Bye. Oops, nobody needs to see that. Oh, I'm not on my build camera. Everyone's just watching me. That's embarrassing. Sorry, y'all. I'm just sitting here silently staring into the camera that nobody was realizing what was going on. Alright, so now these guys still won't fit, will they? Oh, look at that. Praise Jeebus. Will they? Yeah. And these other two, I don't mind them being on. Yeah, sorry about that. Sometimes I forget what mode the camera's on, so I'm just sitting here like, hey, look, it's a YouTube video of a dude just sitting there bouncing his head. Oh, crap. Was I really doing that? Oh, I'm comfortable. So the panel was fun, and when I was done, Beth was like, yes, we will talk soon, Mask Microfighters. Because I know somebody's already done, like, several people have done Mask Models, Lego builds, so I don't want to redo that. But Microfighters? Oh, my goodness. Thanks for coming by, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, we need to hang out. I'll just, we'll keep trying to meet up somewhere. Good talking to you. Band season is over, so now I can be an adult again. Or now I can go out with people again, so that'll be fun. This is not going to work. That's too wide. But I guess I could just do 2 more of these and just put stuff on them. Bar pin. It's way too big. Alright, maybe just Technic. Half pin? Massa beta. Oh, look at that thing. Oh, beauty. Alright. So let's go ahead and save this because I'm going to forget if I don't. This is a Vakbeor-class frigate micro. Oh no, wait. Yeah, that's probably right. I got rid of a lot of the files on here because it's taking up space. Yeah, all right. Good enough. What is that? 2x3. Let's make that a 2x4 plate. I don't want this to get too long, but this guy needs to sit somewhere soon. Please come in orange. God damn it. That would have been so nice. Look at that. I hate when I have to do this. What's up, Chip? How is life, my good man? That has got to be an orange. No, that's just two. We'll see. I has idea. Oh, who's the magic man? Boy. These are my PJs, yo. These are the most comfortable PJs anybody could have. These scrubs. Yeah, I've had this for years. It's just so comfy. You should put me on mute, otherwise you just have to hear my incessant chatter.
Hey Ben, it's just showing you. It's not showing what you're feeling.
God damn it. That's twice now. Scene. There we
Sorry.
go.
I was just like.
No, that's great.
I was looking
That's
at
twice now that I've done that.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at it.
Sorry, everybody. Sorry, all two people who are watching just me sitting here not doing anything. It's supposed to be this, right? Yeah, I'm not. Ugh. I have it on another monitor, and I need to like have that more prevalent because I can't see myself. Normally, I can see myself because it's a double camera, but yeah. Anyway, back to this. All right, so.
I wonder how long you had like
Not long. I thought I fixed it, but I guess I didn't. I think I'd rather do, yeah. That. And then we'll do grab the piece, please. It doesn't make any sense if I'm just sitting here like bouncing my head going, yeah, man. Welcome to the channel where a dude sits in his PJs and listens to chiptune. For no reason, apparently. Alright, so let's put this guy in now here. Let's raise him up a little bit. Perfect. Oh, got ideas. I like seeing little bits like this right here. These little round things that are easy to kind of put in. Nope. So when people look at it, they're like, oh yeah, that's that part that goes there. Oh, I didn't get the wishbone. So then we're going to do a bunch of jumper plates. With groove. Oh, wait. Nope, don't want that one. Don't want that one either. What the fuck? Sorry, what the heck?
Language.
What's that?
Language.
I know. Hey, if you want to be on the stream?
What?
You want to be on the stream?
No.
Then be quiet. Minifig tool lipstick. Unfortunately, there is this all? Yeah. I love this. It's, nope. Dang it. That's so great. I mean, it's this little bit right here, but I don't think I'm going to do that because those lipstick pieces are expensive. Let's do another one of these. And then I'll do, ooh, that's a fun piece. Nope, one by one. Now we're getting there. No, not quite. What's our part count now? 45, not bad. Weird. Maybe I do want that in there. I like it. So this is turning into something that I'm not really happy with in terms of structural integrity. There's a lot of things that are like kind of... I keep hearing something weird buzzing in the background. It's your stupid music. There's a lot of things that are like, this is just holding onto that, and this guy's sitting on that, and then this isn't really holding onto much in here, and then this is just hanging out here. I don't like the fact that this is just sitting like that, but I don't want to raise the guy up any higher. So maybe that needs to be a longer... But now this is getting long. This is getting kind of ridiculously big, but all I have to do is like the engine block, so maybe 2 more on the back side of this, and it won't be too big. And because nobody's watching... Hey, what's up, Rick? Hey, Beth, Rick is on.
Hi, Rick.
Beth says hi. Oh, there's 3 of them. I'm just going to do 2. Alright, so that looks like that. Alright, so let's get skinny. And put, well, now I can put the 2x4 in the back here. What should go there? I don't even know what that is. It looks like a fin. Yeah, that doesn't look right. It's probably pretty stable, but it doesn't look right. Well, you know, if I could get one more of these in there. Neat. Wish I could get one down there. All right, so let's do the engine block. It's just, wow, super square and nothing really to it. That's probably a better picture. Oh, it's got 4 little engines and, all right, well, we can do that. It's actually pretty easy to do. I'm going to stop it. Mm. Sorry, I haven't been very chatty. Just nothing going on in the chat. Tile corner. No. Comment tile. I don't have it yet. It's not added yet. That would have been great. It's a triangular tile. Oh, no, there it is. Doesn't leave a whole lot of room for anything else, though. And it needs to be orange, and they're not going to have it orange. No. What? I am still streaming. Well, hey, would you do me a favor? Are you up? Another beverage? 4 cubes of ice, a little bit of vodka, a little bit of mostly orange juice, and then some sparkling water.
Sorry, I can't.
No, that's fine. Nobody's on the channel. Like, a couple people came in on Facebook, but that was it.
What vodka? Completely?
What?
Completely? I don't know.
You saw it, Chip. Chip's got me on in the background.
Chips on?
Yep. Oh no, wait. This needs to go. There should be a little cowling over the back there.
Mind you, I'm not the best at mixing drinks, but it's best to have the best of something in.
That's fine.
Here you go.
Gracias.
Taste it before you taste me.
Tastes like orange juice.
Okay.
Kind of like a screwdriver.
Okay.
Probably could have used a little more vodka, but I'm not going to complain because it's 9 o'clock on a Sunday.
Here, guys.
All right. Getting there. I might actually have this done. This will be a first. I think what I'm going to do is turn this into a 2. That's going to be an 8. This is usually entirely too long for a microfighter. To give you an idea, as long as I remember to turn it back again. So that's about, this thing is going to be about that long. So it's going from the realm of Microfighter to almost just a regular little battle pack ship or something like that. So it's pretty big, but it kind of needs to be. All right, where's that? So now I need to figure out a way to do little rockets. Little round rockets. Like right off the bat, I want to use these things. What? No, I want to use these, but I don't know how to string them together. Plus, there's a stud on one side, so that doesn't make any sense. Anyway, worth a shot. So first thing, let's put this here. It's going to be less of a wing and more of just a couple of these things. Whoa, whoa, where'd that go? Tiny rockets. Dude, what the F? Stop jumping around all over the place. What are you... Oh. You see what I have to work with here? This is substandard material. These are bigger. Any way I could get a fez involved? Can I do a dark fez? No, I cannot do a dark fez. I thought that song was, I didn't think it was Don Ho. I thought it was Tiny Tim. But I may be mistaken. Doesn't have the swooping factor. Oh, you dirty bastards. Yeah, that'll work. You know what? I think I'm going to call this good. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like it. It's not as, let me try something. 2x3 slope. Nope. 4x3 slope. There's no such thing. Slope. Oh, it's a wedge, that's right. Derp, derp, derp. So I'm wondering, this whole thing up at the front could be replaced. I think with a much better degree of Unless I wanted to make that really big. Dark Fez. Hello, ladies. It's like Breaking Bad. Like Fez goes into like a... It can't be meth. It would have to be something else. It'd be like a heroin ring or something. Like Dark Fez is my Muse tribute band. And there was a thought process there. Because Muse, I always feel, is like the theme, like they could write the theme music for Doctor Who. Like all their albums are like low-key, thinly veiled Doctor Who soundtracks. And they're just not telling anybody. Yeah, because this is... I'm torn. I don't think this would work either. That's too big. That's way too big. Yeah. I'll just live. Alright, so let's look at coloring. So they get the orange, orange, and orange. Can I do any little bits of stuff somewhere? I don't like this either. There's no reason for... No, maybe there is. Let's switch this up. Oh, no. Oh, no. Come on. Alright. And then this on the back. I feel like since that's not structural... Let's do this. Do 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 do. What is that? It's a putty knife. Accessorate. Hey, Samurai Cleo, now following. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Meow, Karoon. So if you're just joining us, I'm actually kind of wrapping this up, but this is the this is a Vakbeor-class cargo frigate from Last Jedi. Here's some images I found online, some renders that they're doing, and this is the Microfighter version of it. And I'm just now kind of going through the... there's some areas, like I don't like this. It's not... I don't have another transition piece right here that would be better. I don't like the front too much, but... Pikachu God 10, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Let's see, what else? I think everything else kind of looks alright. Oh, I was looking for something to go right here, because this is kind of spiny right here. I don't necessarily want to reuse these, but I thought those would look good back here. But maybe they just would work there. I don't know. So I do 1x2 something modified. What does that bring me? No, there's no windscreen on the helmet because it's not... The thing with Microfighter stuff is that... I mean, I could show you the other 30 ones that I have built, but there's like... There's one that's a Star Destroyer, and it's just got a little Imperial officer sitting in it. And it's just, you know, he's got his hat. But the idea is that he serves on a Star Destroyer, so that's what the figure is that goes with it. So there's no covering or anything like that. This isn't a representation of like an actual thing that would be flown around by a little pilot like this. And the Resistance Trooper. This is kind of what I was basing it off of. These guys have these sort of helmets like this. but they don't have windscreens on them. They just are kind of they're just kind of a helmet. These have windscreens, but it's a different type of helmet. I wasn't really going for that. I was kind of going for more of this. But the software does not have that kind of helmet, so I was just kind of going with the closest thing they have, which is like an Olympic boxer helmet. So, cool corgi. I don't know what that means. Cool corgi. So anyway, I think that's pretty much it. I like the way I've got kind of everything represented. I kind of wish this was brought up a little bit more, like the underside's a little bit more pronounced. Let's take a look at that. Maybe we could make that work a little better. Without making this too large, because I got 15 minutes to kill. So I think what we're going to do, inverted wedge. There really isn't anything that could, because these are all just huge. And I don't think that would work very well right here. Cool corgi. Oh, you like corgis. Pikachu God likes corgis. I appreciate the honesty. And I've got, it's not a corgi, but we got a puppy lab in the background playing with her squeeze toys. If you're into that. Oh, I wonder if this just sits on this. Haha, no. It won't sit on that either. But that would be nice. It just sat like that. Right in there. Huh. Oh no, it wouldn't. Yeah, you can see right here. It doesn't collide in the software, but you can see right there. That's a collision. That's not going to sit there. Well, nunchucks. I suppose I could get rid of this. And lower all this stuff. I was so close to being done. But then I had to go do this to myself. And the beauty is I can go back and change it all back if I wanted to. Hi, Mare. Corgis and Pikachus. All right, fair enough. Hey, Meredith, thanks for coming to the channel that I failed to talk about at the panel. Because I is less stupid. Let's do. Can I lower that one too? Is that going to be too big? Does that look wrong? No, it's actually not too bad. Oh my God, this dog is killing me. What is that dog doing? Well, I know she's playing with the toy. It was a fun panel. I really liked it. The paranormal one today was a lot of fun as well. How was your sewing thing? Come on, just there we go. 2x4 plates. Chip, Meredith, Chip. You guys know each other, right? For those who can't see the Facebook chat, I've got a couple other people chatting over here. Facebook doesn't show up in it doesn't show up in Restream, so my apologies, but I have several people doing different things in different chat rooms. You're all very wonderful people, and I really appreciate you all stopping by to say hello. This is just wigging out, and I'm not happy with it. have to do this manually. Oh, this is bothersome. I just wish it would work. There's no way that's gonna. Look at those collisions in there. Oh my goodness. Good job, studio. Got my hopes up for nothing. I'll have to put a whole other plate in that. So, Meredith, I am designing a Microfighter in a studio, in a Lego CAD program called Studio. This ship appeared in The Last Jedi. It is called a Vakbeor-class frigate. It appeared briefly in... Oh my god, this is just... It's on my last nerve. Why will you not just sit in there? Okay, thank you. Good gravy. This is the ship. You probably saw at the beginning... getting shot down by all the First Order stuff when the giant Supremacy class, giant flying wing Star Destroyer showed up. This is one of the small Resistance capital ships that got shot down. So I don't remember it, but Frigate. So that's what we're doing. And I think, yeah, that may be all right. So if I lower those as well and put a 2x3 in here, boy, the snapping quality of this is just getting on my dang nerves. Alright, I can do a little more with that now. What's that? What's that? Buy one brick. Yeah, so once I'm done, I can go through and order the parts. So the cool thing about this software is if you come up here, let me save it first. If you come up here and do add to wanted list, you can log into Bricklink. I think it'll do it. I don't like the fact that it's doing it in Safari and not Chrome, but whatever. So you can create, and I'm going to call this Microfighter. Proceed to verify items, and then what it'll do is it'll create this wanted list, right? And then you can go here and say view Microfighter wanted list, and then you can buy all the parts. And so this will show you a store where you can then get all the parts. So you can get, you know, there's 97 parts in this right now, and you can get 38 unique lots, which means there's probably a couple duplicates or whatever, and it'll create a cart, and then you can go in and buy it for 40 bucks. That's pretty high, so what I'll probably end up doing is going back through and, like, the figure is probably, you know, going to be some of the parts. Some of these orange pieces are going to be kind of rare, so I might have to shop around and do a little bit and whatever, so... yeah, and I can lower these a little bit. But yeah, so that's what I'm not even going to worry about that. That's what this guy was. Like, I originally designed this in here, and all the I have a box full of microfighters that I've either designed. I bought the first 26 or whatever, but then I did the rest of them in here, and then I buy the parts, and then I get them, and then on a later stream, once I've got the parts, I'll build that. But I think I'm going to start doing like time lapse of the smaller builds, because it just is, it takes like 10, 15 minutes to put it together, so it's kind of doesn't make a whole lot of sense to have an entire stream dedicated to it. So anyway, that's what that is. That could be a 2x4, I think. Art is never finished, only abandoned. Very deep. 3D modeling and sewing mock-ups for cosplay. Very cool. That's fun stuff. I'm out of Pikachu God. I am out of Pokemon for a little bit. I used to play Pokemon Go, and I gave it up at the beginning of this year. I couldn't convince myself to do much more time sync on that. I gave Niantic a bunch of years of my life, and I don't really want to do any more. It just felt like a whole FOMO thing, and I really wasn't up for that anymore. And I didn't do I didn't do the... See, now this could be just a 1x12 plate. Or 2x12 plate. Can I do that? How much is that? How much does a 2x12 plate cost? This is the other cool thing, is you can kind of look at the price. Like, okay, 28 cents. That's not bad. This is a really big model now. Because now I can put this whole thing in here. I can put this whole thing in here. Come on, yo. Stop it. Alright. I had it. I had it. I had it. I had it. There. Okay. Jiminy Christmas. So now I can put these guys back up here. That guy back up here. Get rid of this guy. Oops. Nobody wants to see that. Well, all right. I think I'm wrapping this up. Yeah, okay. That's better. That only took an extra whatever. Doesn't exactly... But I like that underneath better. Maybe I could put a 2x2 plate to hold it all together. Oh, you know what I can do? 2x2 inverted. I think it's called a boat bottom or something. There we go. Nice. Okay, so Cheryl just joined right as I was leaving, right as this stream was done. So there's your Vakbeor-class frigate from The Last Jedi. This is the ship we were designing tonight. This is what we did. Oh, I totally screwed this up. I didn't put a thing over there. So we're going to repeat this. Just for now. La la la. Tell us a story about your youth. No, thank you. Not terribly exciting. I was raised a small black boy. Yeah, so that's good. I like that. That looks... I think that works. Dang it. Right? Okay, fair enough. Save, and we're done. So, put the thing. Hey man, it's 9:30. It's Sunday night. I appreciate everybody who stopped by. Thanks for coming and hanging out and saying hi in the Facebooks and the chats and the mixers and the Twitches and the whatevers on the YouTubes. So I'll be back Thursday, and we'll probably be doing, if I can get a build for Beth to do on Thursday, we'll do another Ben and Beth build. And I might watch another Degrassi if we can figure out what we're doing. We're watching BoJack Horseman right now, and it's delightful and kind of hard to get through. It's a little dark, but it's fun. But yeah, that's it. I hope you guys have a good night. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you guys on Thursday. Bye.